waiting for the recording to start, okay?
This call is now being recorded.
Okay, Maria, start the dua, beta.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Thank you, Maria. Insha Fatima, read the thought of the day. Insia, read the thought of the day.
Okay, ma'am. Success in the sum of small effort.
Repeated. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated. Okay, so let me explain to you. It is not easy to achieve success. If you work hard, you will definitely get success. But here it is written the success is the sum. Sum means the total of small efforts repeated together. Here I'll give you an example of your weekly homework. Every day you get your assignments, every day you learn them, and in the end of the day, at the end of the day, you are thorough with your lesson. So this helps you to succeed. So if you keep on pending your work, and then you think, okay, after 2 weeks I'll complete. So you can imagine for at least Monday to Friday, 10 days, every 2 weeks, your work is piled up. So these small efforts that you put in your best efforts, like writing all the notes neatly, remembering, taking a self test. You have to evaluate yourself, how you've done. For each subject, you take a small test on your own. All this will help you to succeed. So, small efforts, these are all small efforts. Or if you ask your mummy or your sister to take your test, ask you orally, all these are small efforts which put together, that is totally, it gives you to success, and it should be repeated. These type of small efforts should be repeated over and over again. So if I have given you English assignment where you have to do of lesson of Gunduram, then if you have completed, you have learned it, then you don't have to wait for a few days after and then wait and then learn. You can just learn today itself, and then you'll feel more relaxed that I know the lesson. And if all the subjects you do the same thing, it'll be easy for you. Your work will not pile up, and you will obviously succeed in your class. So, success is the total of the small efforts that you put together. I hope you all understood the message of this thought. Girls, did you all understand? Girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all
Yes,
of you.
ma'am.
Okay, I hope you understood. And I
Yes,
want
Ruby, ma'am.
thank you, Beta. So I hope all of you understood the meaning of this thought. And from now on, you will also start doing your homework every day. Don't pile up your homework. Try to attend your classes, online classes, and do all your homework, complete your assignment. So one fine day, suppose you are called to school also to show your assignment, what will happen? Last moment you will write down. Okay. And what happens? People will not share because they feel the books will get lost, or sometimes even if they share, no, the other girls will feel the handwriting is good. So all these factors will lead to your going down in your success. So it's best if you work every day, and you are ready with your books, you don't have any tension. So all of you all try to uh, sorry girls. There was a phone call, so I couldn't. I had to. It got disconnected automatically. So I just search for the dear customer. You have missed call from again. I've got another missed call. One second, huh? Just hold on, girls. Okay, Sakina, she's not online because she's been calling me up. Anybody can call Sakina Naini. You got a number? Anybody's got Naini Sakina's number? Hello? Hello? Girls,
Ma'am?
can you? Anybody's got Naini Sakina's joined?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, beta, what is it? You were calling me up, beta?
मैम PDF मैंने सेंड कर लिया.
Thank you, beta. Actually, I told you last night already. I didn't want to trouble you, but thank you anyways. Okay? Thank you
Okay.
very much. And everybody, I'm telling you, all, try not to call in the middle of the lecture because again I get disconnected and have to join again. Okay. Anyways, thank you, Nayani Modesa. Sakina, sorry. Now I'll present my screen to you all. Okay. So, girls, while I'm opening my PDF, I want to know how many of y'all think that subject and predicate is done and how many of y'all think that is not done. Can you hear me, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
of y'all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm waiting for the screen to. Okay. I think let me check if she sent the proper one. It's opening. One second. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Peter. One second. Huh? Let's open and see. Okay. So here today we'll do grammar. We have already completed the English lesson on Gunduram, and also I have sent you the assignment for that, isn't it? So all of you all complete your homework. Now some of you all are saying that subject and predicate has been done in class. Some of you all are saying that it is not done. So how many of you all feel that it is done? I want only one girl to answer first. Insha Fatima. Insha Fatima.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know whether subject and predicate has been done or not?
Grammar lesson number 1 is done.
Number two.
Ma'am, grammar
Number two is
lesson
not.
number 1, vocabulary 1 is available.
Beta, you are not speaking clearly. I want to know whether subject and predicate has been done. Yes or no? Hmm? Yes or no? Subject and predicate has been done or not? Girls, I'm asking you a
No,
question.
No,
It's not
no,
done.
ma'am.
Okay, but you had
ma'am.
in the portion. In the portion you had no for the exam. Okay, doesn't matter. Now let me start with subject and predicate. Okay, we'll do the warm up exercise. Match the subject with the correct predicate. Now on the right side, on the left side is the subject, on the right is the predicate. Now let me tell you, like we'll just go through, then you will easily understand what is subject and predicate. The first one, Insha Fatima, you call out the names of the girls in as it is in the serial wise. Okay. Insha Fatima, I want the first girl. Whose name is that? Insha.
5 minutes, ma'am.
5 minutes? I can't wait, but we already late.
Nayan Sakina.
Okay, Nayani Sakina, beta. Nayani Sakina.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Read subject and predicate.
Subjects number A. Human birds.
No, beta, it is hummingbirds. What is it? Hummingbirds.
Hummingbirds.
Hmm.
Number B.
Actually, girls,
Empty.
you all have to match this. Okay, you have to match this. So, for example, I'm telling you the first one. Okay, hummingbirds cannot fly. Okay, which bird cannot fly? Penguins cannot fly, or hummingbirds cannot fly?
Penguins
Hummingbird.
cannot fly.
Penguins.
Penguins cannot fly. So we have to match. Penguins cannot fly. We have to match with number 3. Okay. Number I is number 3. The second is Mount Everest. Now, can you find the answer for that? Mount Everest. Sakina beta,
Yes,
can you
ma'am.
find the answer? Mount Everest.
Mount
Yes, ma'am.
Everest. Mm.
Sakina, if you remember, we've done this revision also. Mount Everest. See, there are answers over here. Okay, you can just read the answers. Mount Everest is the highest mountain peak in the world. Mount Everest are shouting at the teachers. Does it make sense? Which one makes sense?
Mm. Is the highest mountain peak in the world.
Very good. Okay, so this is how you are going to match. Now I want another girl, Sakina. Thank you, beta. Anybody else? Now, Insia, can you call out the next girl's name?
Bajaj Fatima.
Bajaj Fatima. Now I want you to match the third one. Honesty.
Is the best policy.
Very good. I want the second one also. Empty vessels.
Um,
Just
empty
speak in
vessels.
your mind. If you just match and speak in your mind, you will easily know which is the correct one. Empty vessels.
Is our national animal.
No, beta. No, beta. Empty vessels. You know the meaning of vessels? Vessels are utensils. Okay, empty
Ma'am, can
vessels.
I?
Yes, beta. What's your name?
Saima.
Saima, please say the answer.
Make the most noise.
Very good. Empty vessels make the most noise. This is a idiom like thing where you say that those who have less brains or they don't use their brain, don't use their brains, but what they do is they speak the most, they show off the most. So it is a saying, like that empty vessels make the most noise. That is, those who are brilliant or intelligent will not show off. Okay, or not speak loudly, and empty vessels make the most noise. That is the meaning of it. Now, I want another girl. The next one, the next one, Gabrani Zena, please say the mice.
Yes, ma'am.
The mice
Play with the cat is having.
very good, very good. Tell me the next one also, Kolkata.
Okay. Is known as the city of joy.
Very good, very good. Insha, can you tell me another girl's name better? Insha, I want another girl to say. So can you please call out the name?
Insia
Ye-
Bohra.
Insya Bohra. Insya Bohra. Insya Bohra, are you there? She's not answering. So can you please call out another girl's name?
Ma'am, can I? Ma'am,
Yes,
can
but
I?
what's your name?
Balachmi.
Please say the answer. These students,
Okay.
these students.
Grandmother has
Oh, sorry, her grandmother. Okay,
grandmothers has gray hair.
very good. Yes, even your grandmother has gray hair. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, next one, please continue. Continue the next one. These students.
Madhavan.
No, no.
These, should,
Yes, continue.
these students are shouting as the teacher is absent.
Yes, very good. Next one we have done. So please continue the last one, beta. Penguins cannot fly. We've already done that. So the tiger.
Okay. The tiger is our national animal.
Yes. So what we studied was subject and predicate. We'll come to know more about it as we read further. So let me tell you in simple words that whomever we are talking about, for example, we are talking about the hummingbird. Okay, he's the person whom we are talking about, and the action that the bird is doing is the predicate. Okay, what are we talking about? The hummingbird. Okay, so what is the hummingbird? The answer for that?
Can fly backwards.
Can fly backwards. So what did we learn about the hummingbird? That it can fly backward. So hummingbird, whom we are talking about? Hummingbird. So that is the subject. And what is the information we are getting about the hummingbird? That it can fly backward. Okay, the second one is Mount Everest. Okay, what are we talking about here? What is the subject over here? What are we talking about?
Is the highest mountain
Yeah, but
peak
so
in the world.
no, so first Mount Everest. What are we talking about? We're talking about the Mount Everest. So what we're talking about is the subject, and the doer or the action of that or information about that particular subject is called predicate. So Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. Okay, so this is just to throw light on what is subject and predicate. But as we read on, we'll know more about it. Now, Insia, I want somebody else to read this. Insia, who's this? Insia, who's the next girl, beta?
Madhvani Mahadesa.
Okay, Madhvani Modesa, continue. Start reading better. Mohdeh sir, are you there?
Yes.
Better read this. Read these sentences from there. Madhvani, I'm
Anu
waiting
is
for you to. Oh, yes.
Anu is going
Continue.
to the market.
Very good.
Goes to Ria's goes for a walk every morning.
Very good. Continue. The highlighted words. Continue.
The highlighted words tell us who the sentences are about Anu and Riaz. The rest of the sentence tells us
Us.
what Anu and Riaz are doing.
Hmm. Continue.
A
Continue.
sentence is made up of two parts, subject and predicate. The part which tells us about the person or the animal doing the action is subject. The part which
Tells
tells
us.
us about the subject or the action done by the subject is the predicate.
Thank you, beta. Now read this. Anu is going to the market. So it Anu is in red. Riaz goes for a walk every morning. Again, it is in red. It is highlighted. Okay, now these tell us that about Anu and Riaz. Okay. Uh, whom are we talking about in the first sentence? We are talking about Anu. And in the second sentence, we are talking about Riaz. So first we should identify, okay, what are we talking about or whom are we talking about? So whom are we talking about? We are talking about Anu and Riaz. And what do we know about Anu? Anu is the predicate. So we are talking about Anu, okay? So she is the predicate. And what is the information we are getting about Anu is she's going to the market. That is the predicate. In the same way, Riaz goes for a walk every morning. So first of all, whom are we talking about? Whom are we talking about, girls?
Riyaz
Riaz. Very good. And what are we talking about, Riaz? What is his action?
goes for a walk every morning.
Very good. Very good. So the highlighted words tell us about sentences are about Anu and Riaz. The rest of the sentence tell us Anu and Riaz what Anu and Riaz are doing. So this is the definition. All of you must learn the definition, okay? A sentence is made up of two parts, subject and predicate. Now, in this lesson later on, you will also learn verb and object. Okay, so you all do not get confused. This is just the basic. Then we'll go to a slightly complicated one. So, a sentence is made up of two parts, subject and predicate. So, what are sentences made up of? What are the two
Subject
parts?
and predicate.
Very good. The part which tells us about the person or the animal doing the action is the subject. So, the person, the part which tells us. So, when we know that what person or which person we are talking about, or what animal we are talking about, then that is the subject. And the part which tells us about the subject or the action. So, a part that tells more about the subject or the action that person is doing is the predicate. So, all of you should know very well what is subject and predicate. Okay, because see, if you're a thorough now, if your basis is strong, then it will help you throughout till 12th standard, because grammar is going to come every year. So every year, today you are learning subject and predicate, then you learn object, you will learn verb. Then when you go to the sixth standard, you will learn little more about this. So all this will be taught to you from the basic, and every time there'll be a little advanced version. Okay. Now we'll move on to the next one. Okay. The predicate, now all of you listen carefully and then answer me, okay? The predicate contains the verb. The subject and the predicate may contain one or more words. For example, went the visitors. Okay, out went the visitors. Now here you just see the sentence out went the visitors. Now actually what are we talking about in this sentence out went the visitors? What are we talking about? Girls, in this sentence,
Visitors.
out when, so we are talking about the visitors. So every time the subject will not be in front, it can be at the back also of the sentence. So the visitors here is the subject and out went is the predicate. Now you can see here, the example is given down. See how they are bifurcated. The visitors is subject and out went is the predicate. So remember, you have to arrange the words of the example you get. Okay, so it can also be the visitors went out or out went the visitors. You can write in both the phase, but don't get confused because first you have to ask the question in your mind, whom are we talking about? So we are talking about the visitors. So whether the visitors is written in the last part of the sentence or in the beginning of the sentence, it means whatever we are, whomever we are talking about is the subject, and what we are talking about the subject is the predicate. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Hope all of you are understanding. Yes or
Yes.
no? If you have any doubt, please stop me, and I'll explain again. So here we'll move on to the next. If you rearrange the words, like in the first example, out went the visitors, in a better way, we can put the visitors went out. Therefore, the subject is the visitors and the predicate is went out. Now we'll go on to the subject and circle the verbs. I hope all of you are marking in your books. Are you all marking in your books or not? Textbooks? Girls? Girls?
Ma'am, I have not no book.
Then why don't you take a screenshot better? I will show you the first part. You can match the following, where you have to match the subject and predicate. You can take a screenshot. Can you take a screenshot now? Because I'll scroll it down. Tell me beta. If you don't have a book, tell me beta. Do you know how to take a screenshot? Girl, I'm asking you beta. Who was the one who says I don't have a book beta?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm telling you, do you know how to take a screenshot? नहीं मालूम है बेटा.
ma'am.
So 1 second. I will scroll it down, and those who don't have a book, please, all of y'all, 1 second. You have to take the screenshot of this. All of y'all, those who have not got the textbook, please take a screenshot of this warm-up exercise. And once you have finished, tell me better. Have you finished? Taken the screenshot better?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now
I
I'll
can
move on
take
to.
the screenshot.
I have taken the screenshot. Not I can take the screenshot. I have taken the screenshot. Okay. Now underline the subject and circle the verbs in this. Now, do you all know what is a verb? All of you, do you all know what's a verb? Yes or no? I want an answer. I want an answer for this. Do you all know what is a verb?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or you all know? Okay, can you tell me what is a verb? Okay, now let me explain to you. Verbs are action words. What are verbs? Are action words. Please repeat with me. Verbs are action words. Girls, repeat with me. Girls.
Verbs are
Verb,
action verbs.
yes,
Words.
verbs are action words.
Verbs are action word.
Very good. So, okay, anything that shows action. For example, skip. Yeah, skipping means it's an action. Walk, that's an action. Dance, that's an action. Sing, action. Cook, action. Write, action. Read, action. All these show action. But along with this, there are also helping words like is, are, was. All these are also helping verbs. Okay. So today, let me you all be clear with the verbs. Okay. And I think that some of you all might not remember the 8 parts of speech. Do you all remember the 8 parts of speech? Do you all remember the parts of speech? Because parts of speech is very important. When you learn all the 8 parts of the speech, you have to be thorough with each and every part. Okay. In that, one of the parts is verbs. So all the important parts are what? Nouns, pronouns, adverb, adjective, verbs, preposition, interjection, and conjunction. All these are different parts of the speech which you have to be very, very thorough with. So if you are not thorough now, then when you go to other classes, it might be a bit of difficulty for you all. So all of you, please pay attention and be thorough with the basics. Now look at this, underline the subject and circle the verbs. The first one is up went the kites. So first of all, ask the question, what are we talking about? Whom are we talking about? Up went the kites. Whom are we talking about?
Ma'am, your voice is cutting.
I want one child to answer. No, read the sentence properly. Up
Kites.
went the kites. What are we talking about? Whom are we talking about?
Kites.
The kites.
Kites.
Underline the kites. Underline the kites. Okay. So that is the subject. That is the subject. Subject. And
Kites.
circle the verbs. And circle the subjects as verbs in the sentences. So went. Up went is the
Upward
verb.
is the
Up
verb.
went. So you have to circle the verb. Okay. Up went. Because it went up. Okay. So all of you understood the first one. The kites
Yes,
is
ma'am.
the subject. Up went is verb as well as the predicate. Now the second one is Birbal was very wise and intelligent. Now whom are we talking about? First ask the question to yourself. Whom are we talking?
Birbal.
Yes, so Birbal is the subject. So underline Birbal. Underline Birbal. Okay. And was very wise and intelligent is predicate, but you have to just underline the verb. Okay. So here was. What was it?
Birbal.
Was. Was
Was.
is the verb. Was is the verb. Okay.
Ma'am, your
Because
voice
I
is
told you that these.
too slow.
It's too slow. How is it possible, better? So was is the verb. Okay, because I told you that is, are, then can, all these are was, all these are helping verbs. What are they? Helping words. Verbs. Tell me. Is, are, was. What are they? Wo- Can you tell
Helping.
me what is helping verbs? So along with action verbs like sing, dance, write, read. Okay. Along with that, these are also action verbs. I mean, also helping verbs. Now we'll move to the next one. Aesop's fable. Actually, you see the pronunciation. The spelling is Eaesops, but it is pronounced as Aesop's fable. Is a book to be read by all. So Aesop's fable is a story book. Okay, so what are we talking about over here? Who is the
Aesop
subject? Yes,
fables.
very good. Aesop fables. Underline Aesop fable is the subject. Okay. Now tell me the verbs over here.
Read.
Read, yes, to be read by all. Read is also a verb. We can circle that. Okay, very good. Read is the verb. Next one, we move to Alice found herself in the secret chamber. You remember? Have you read the story of Alice in Wonderland? No? Yes or no?
No.
And
No, ma'am.
when you come to school and when you get a chance to go to the library, please read it. It is a fantastic story and all of you all will enjoy it. Now look here. Alice found herself in a secret chamber. So whom are we talking about here? Whom are we talking about?
Alice.
Alice. Alice.
Alice.
Alice is the subject. Underline Alice. Okay. And found is the verb. What is the verb? Found.
Found.
So circle the verb. Okay. The next is the boys play hockey in school. So whom are we talking about?
The boys.
So,
The boy.
yes, so underline the boys. Play hockey in school is the predicate, but which is the verb? Which is the verb?
Play.
because it shows action. So circle the verb. Okay. The next one is he's a good rock climber. Rock climber means he's climbing mountains. He's also called rock climber. So he is a good rock climber. So whom are we talking about? Ask the question in your mind. Whom are we talking about? Answer me, beta.
Is
He. So we are talking about he is the subject. Okay. He's a good rock climber. Okay. See, climb is a verb, but here it is climber is a noun. So is you can write is a verb. Is a circle. Okay. He is the subject. Is the verb. Understood all of y'all? Is the helping verb. Now climber, it can be climbing. If you say climbing, then it is becomes a verb. But if you're a climber, means you become a noun. It becomes a noun. Okay. Next, we'll move on to G. Ela likes to eat samosas. Who likes to eat samosas?
Ela.
Ela. So underline Ela. Ela is a subject.
and Alex is
Likes to eat.
Eat is verb.
Eat is a verb. Very good. Okay. Good. You're talking, I don't understand because what are you saying? It's not clear. You're not clear, beta. Anyway, so he likes to eat. Sorry, Ela likes to eat samosa. Ela is the subject, and eat is the samosa, and even likes is also verb. She likes something. Okay, next we move on to Jitu can swim very fast. Ask the question. What question will you ask yourself?
Map
What is the
G2
question?
has subject and the swim is verb.
Very good. Okay. The puppies are playing in the mud. Okay, whom are we talking about?
Ma'am, the puppy is subject and are playing is verb.
Are playing in the mud is a predicate, but which is a verb over here?
Ma'am,
Which word
puppy
playing? Playing shows the action. So subject is puppies and verb is playing. So underline puppies and playing, circle it. Okay. Okay. Next we move on to the J, question number J. He is studying hard for the exams. Who is studying hard for the? We have to ask the question in your mind. Whom are we talking about? He. So he is what? What is he?
he is subject and is studying is
He is the
verb.
subject. Underline he and write S on it. And studying is verb. Very good. Studying is verb. Okay. So you all know now what is subject and predicate of y'all.
Yes,
Any
ma'am.
doubts till your
No, ma'am.
girl? You have a doubt?
Ma'am,
No doubts. I hope all of you are very clear with this.
एक
Yes,
बार आप
better.
फिर से बोल जाइए ना याद है जब आप बोल रहे थे तो यहाँ पे नेटवर्क नहीं था तो आपकी आवाज बहुत कट हो रही थी मैम यस
अरे बेटा चलो okay, no problem. Okay. So A1 is are you listening better? Who is the one who told me this to say it again?
Fatima Bahataj. Now your voice is
Huh?
coming. Yes, voice is
Maria. Okay, Maria.
Fatima.
The first
Ma'am,
what?
Fatima
Yeah,
Bahataj.
what? But okay, Fatima. But all of you mute your mics and listen carefully and underline. In the first one, the kites is the subject, so underline the kite. And up went is the verb. Went is the verb actually. Circle the verb. B1. Are you doing it? Hope all of you are doing it. Birbal is the subject and was is the verb. So Birbal underline and was circle. Okay. Next is Isa fable is the subject. Actually, Isa fable is a book actually. So You can even talk about the book. But over here, Isofable is the subject, and is a book to be read is predicate, and is the subject, and read is the subject. Read is the subject. Next one, Alice found herself in the secret chamber. Whom are we talking about? Alice. Alice is the subject, underline the subject, and found is the verb. The boys is the subject, and play is the verb in the next one. F is he is the subject, and is a verb. Then Ila is the subject, and eat is the verb. Okay. Next is Jitu is the subject, and swim is the verb. The puppies is the subject, and playing is the are playing or playing is the verb. He is studying hard. Again, he is the subject, and studying is the verb. All of you got it, beta? Yes or
ma'am.
no? Okay, okay, okay. So, do you think we have
Excuse me,
time to
ma'am.
continue? What is the time, beta?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Huh?
I'm listening to
45.
45.
in J. He is the in is
He
studying.
is the subject. He is the subject.
Okay.
He is the subject, and studying is the verb.
Only studying. No, no is studying.
You can both. We can continue, include both is studying or studying.
Okay.
Now the next is underline the subject and underline the predicate and the circle. Now this in the previous lesson we did in the previous exercise we did underline the subject, but in this exercise we have